Morning, guys. I say afternoon, guys. It's your old pal Brian. I noticed that the flag had laid a little bit earlier, but she's knocking around a bit now. In an effort to kind of knock out a flight before Wafley gets home, figure I just come on down to the beach, sands, pup, and get in a fly. So that's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. So T-minus 9 days left on the job. My job this morning was to shuttle boats around, so I got both airboats back to where they're spotted near the river where we work a lot. And of course that made work wife happy. What else did I do? That was it. Moving equipment. But on the way back from moving equipment, the second boat, my son sent a text saying that he had been accepted in the nursing program at the local hospital. That's huge. I wanted him to do this about a year and a half ago, but he wanted to take his time. Airplane. Huh. And go to school at his own pace. So yeah, driving me crazy. But yeah. In about 18 months, or however long it takes, a year or 18 months, I don't know how long it takes, there'll be 2 nurses in the family. What's my crazy friends doing over here? Let's see, I guess the wind's blowing from my west. I get 50-50 with this thing. Usually it'll go right up in the air and fly wonderfully. That's not true. 2 out of 3 times. Let's see how it goes today. Well, there you go. I always have to remember that I do not have a rudder. So no coordinated turns of the Texomo. Let's not lose it in the trees either. I think I can fly it a little closer. If it hits the water, it'll kill the ESC. I had one land in the wet grass and kill it one time, which was a wee bit tragic. So yeah, that is huge.
9 minutes.
When he goes to work with an RN, without really working that hard, he'll make $60K a year here in Florida with ease. Now you want your kids to reach financial independence, and right now as a paramedic, he doesn't have financial independence. Well, some guys are flying this thing slow enough to catch. I have never been that lucky. So the history of this is, I'm sure I've told the story before, but my buddy Rob down in Australia, who's now a dad, sent me a note saying, I need your address, your mailing address. No
8 minutes.
No questions asked. And I'd known him for a year or 2 via the web, and I sent him my mailing address. And some weeks later, the AXN Clouds fly shows up at my doorstep with a 1 nanotype battery. And super easy plane. Children fly it. Now I've been flying helicopters for some time, but I've not flown a fixed wing yet. Well, he sends me a note and says, enjoy your Odyssey. So I get it, and what I think is somehow planes are like helicopters. When they get, let's say, a distance from you, like right there, well, what you do is you just turn it around and bring it back without any forward motion.
7 minutes.
And I would resolutely kill the AXN Clouds fly. The 2 times I flew it, I just drilled it into the ground so hard there was hardly any foam left. Just terrible. But I kept the parts. And later on I would get what you really needed with respect to my pal Rob, which is the GWS slow stick. And it just flies so big and so slow you can see the thing and figure it out. And that's what I taught myself on. So I had these parts though laying around, and I says, you know, let's resurrect these bad boys. And put them in the
6 minutes.
in the Texumo, and that's what I did.
Throttle hold.
What a fun plane, even on a windy day. Now what made me bring this out was my pal Mr. 302 was trying to help me develop a simple log on
Telemetry lost.
my radio, and he sent me all the particulars to make it happen. And of course, yeah, the programming on his side doesn't translate to mine, and I think it has to do completely and solely with me not having upgraded my firmware. I was trying to put it on my SF switch on my radio, and I guess there's 2 SFs in the programming. There's regular Sierra Foxtrot, and there's exclamation point Sierra Foxtrot. There wasn't no exclamation point Sierra Foxtrot on my damn thing. So what I did was I just left it. But what I didn't notice was, or did notice, is I never had set up the Texumo with the throttle hold when I originally set it up. So that's a good thing to have, because that little motor will bite your ass. But yeah, here's this Texumo, and that was a fun flight. Well, look, wifey's home. Hopefully she changed into her shoes, and we're going to go for a therapeutic walk with a pup. Alright, well, that's my news to share with you folks, that yeah, my boy's going to be an RN. That makes me happy. Take some out. All the best.